Hey guys, what's going on? James here, and in this video today, we're going to be talking about how the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have conducted an interview with Los Angeles Chargers passing game coordinator Marcus Brady for their vacant offensive coordinator position. Now, Marcus Brady is a former player, but not in the NFL, actually the CFL. He is a three-time Grey Cup champion in 2009, 2010, and in 2017. He then went on to be a coach in the CFL from 2009 all the way to 2017. He then made his transition to the NFL in 2018. He became the assistant quarterbacks coach for the Indianapolis Colts. He was then promoted to the full-time quarterbacks coach of the Indianapolis Colts. He held that role from 2019 to 2020. Then he was promoted yet again to offensive coordinator of the Colts in 2021 and in 2022. He would then eventually be fired from that job with the Colts, would join the Philadelphia Eagles as an offensive consultant in 2022, would be promoted to senior offensive assistant in 2023. Then this past season, he joined Jim Harbaugh's staff in Los Angeles as the passing game coordinator in 2024. So we do have a little bit of a history here for Marcus Brady and what he did at the NFL level. His first year as OC honestly was pretty decent. The Colts in 2021 under Frank Reich as well went 9-8. They scored 26.5 points per game. That was ninth out of the 32 teams in the NFL. However, they were 26th in passing yards that year, 12th in passing touchdowns, which is pretty good. The rushing offense was great. They were second in rushing yards that year, fifth in rushing touchdowns. So under the tutelage of Frank Reich and Marcus Brady, they ran the ball very well. You then take on 2022 under Jeff Saturday, and Frank Reich was in there as well. Frank Reich would be fired in 2022 after a 3-5-1 record. Jeff Saturday would become the head coach. He would be 1-7 during that time. But the offense, it took a pretty bad dip. 23rd in passing yards that year, 24th in passing touchdowns, 23rd in rushing yards that year, 30th in rushing touchdowns. So overall, not the best showing from Marcus Brady that year. He was fired on November 1st, 2022 of that season. Okay, so the Colts moved on from Frank Reich. They moved on from Marcus Brady as well. Again, I'm not really going to take a deep dive into that time with the Philadelphia Eagles because quite frankly, who knows if he had a lot of offensive say? Probably not. But then he became the passing game coordinator in 2024 for the Chargers. Now, I'm curious to see how the Chargers' passing game was this past year, because we know that under Greg Roman, the Chargers ran the ball a lot, right? And they were 17th in rushing yards this past season, 11th in rushing touchdowns. In terms of passing, 19th in passing yards this past year on offense, 13th in passing touchdowns this year. The offense actually scored 23.6 points per game this past year. That was 11th in the NFL. So, hey, shout out to Marcus Brady for being in there. This staff actually had a lot of notable names. Again, Greg Roman was in there. Jim Harbaugh does Jim Harbaugh things. Marcus Brady was in there. Mark Trestman was in there, former head coach in his own right. So, Marcus Brady would potentially bring a West Coast style of offense. That is the style of offense that Greg Roman, Jim Harbaugh, and the Los Angeles Chargers run over there. But to be honest, man, I'm not super in love with the prospect of Marcus Brady. He's 45 years old. Maybe Todd Bowles saw. I was going to say maybe they saw what the offense did. The offense, whenever they played the Bucs, only scored 17 points that game. So, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just that West Coast style of offense. Maybe it's a desire to run the football more. But I wouldn't necessarily be in love with Marcus Brady as the Bucs offensive coordinator. I don't believe he's going to be one of my top candidates here going forward. But what do you guys think about Marcus Brady? What do you think about some of the things that he was able to do with the Colts and the Chargers and whatnot? I do understand the continuity for West Coast style of offense. I think that's great. I'm 100% on board with that. there's a lot of, I think that there'd be a lot of guys I'd rather prefer over Marcus Brady, even some like new names, right? It's good that he has offensive coordinator experience. That's a good thing. But like, heck, as I said in my previous video, I'd take Chip Kelly over Marcus Brady pretty much 10 times out of 10. And I would even take a lot of shots on some first time OC guys. Marcus Brady just doesn't move the needle a lot for me. So, but what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts and opinions. I'd love to hear it down in the comments section below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you all enjoyed. As always, I'll see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.